Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Spy Family Season 2 episode number 7 reaction. So the previous episode, we are in the middle of battle. The room that obviously Yor and that lady and the child is got attacked by one of the assassins, so they had to change the room. While over there all the assassins have decided to team together to take care of the situation, and yeah, it's more troublesome than it was. So Yor is obviously protecting them, protecting those two from the assassins. Like quite a few assassins come in, but Yor takes care of them very easily and quickly. And over there, Anya and Lloyd, like they're, like just like buying something, and Anya realizes that Yor is coming in this direction, and there's a enemy, I forgot his name, who's going to target Yor. So Anya realized that obviously Yor is going to attack back. If Lloyd sees it, the whole like thing will come out. So Anya's concerned that like that will probably break the marriage. So she tries her best to make sure that Lloyd doesn't like come in this direction. And yeah, while over there, Yor is confronting another assassin who, like I said, I forgot his name. He was called like the Reaper or something. No, not the Reaper. What was his name? Like something like something kind of like that. He attacked Yor, and Yor realized that this guy is strong because his bloodlust was suppressed up until the end. So yeah, this guy is actually strong. So yeah, the battle begins. Let's see what happens. So this is episode number 7. Let's get started. I'll be putting the subtitles and the time right here. Think it whichever is a preference, and let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Hmm. Right. Who is this mission for? Yeah, this guy. I forgot his name. Damn. Yeah, it's like a chain and a mace. Whoa. Whoa. What the? Oh, damn. Yeah. Yeah, you think this is just a fight? It's a big fight. Yeah, it'll be a problem if the authorities get. Oh! Ah! Oh, yeah, Yor doesn't, obviously, doesn't. Yeah? Everyone's like, oh, really? Oh, oh, oh! No, it's not a street performance because there's technically a ship, but Lloyd is still in the changing room, I'm guessing. Oh, oh, because of the. No, wait. Oh, no, no, no. Previously, she was thinking about, like, like her family and everything. Oh no! Oh my god. For a moment, I thought that guy's dead. Yo. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, bloodlust. It's, yeah. Yo. But, oh my, yeah, his hand is gone forever. Oh no. Oh, oh. Okay. She used the pressure point technique. I don't know if that's what it's called, but you know, Naruto's Neji's technique, the Hyuga's technique. Oh, yo, light is coming. Yeah. Saving the world. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's see. Oh no, what has Lloyd? What is Lloyd wearing? Oh, there you go. Yes. Oh no. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, you look a bit too happy. Just, oh wow. Speaker 70. Oh wow. Yeah, right. Oh, this dude. Oh, he'll probably try to find some clue or something. Okay. What the? Oh, damn. Hmm. Damn. Hmm. Yeah, that's true. So he has like listening devices everywhere. Hmm. The listening device is probably in that button. Dumb member. What's happening? Is she falling asleep or something? Is she sleepy? Yeah. Okay, don't whack your head in the table. Bruh. Hmm. How much sleepy is she? Just falls asleep standing. No, he's awake. He's awake. Okay, calm down. Well, I guess. Well, bruh, even the kid is. Hmm. New organization. He's like, eh? Hmm. Hmm. Oh wait, this was him. Oh, for a moment I was like, who's this lady? She's her, isn't it? She changed her face. Hmm. Yeah. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh, it's the chief. Okay. Oh, is there really? Oh, I guess yeah. If your stays there. Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah. Hmm. Well, footstep. Hmm. She was kind of hesitating before. Probably realized that. Damn. With the shoes on. Yep. So dark. Damn. Didn't he just say that? Can we? Okay. Hmm. Yeah, she was. Because like if they see if they see her. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. 20 hours till rendezvous. Okay. Bond is having a good time. Yo. Oh! He's like, wait, this is a chance. Okay. He's like, wait a minute, maybe Doc Syrian isn't that bad. Yeah. Yeah. But in front of Anya, obviously, being a dad is. Wait, did he not sleep? Oh no, because Anya's like, I was too naive. Oh wow. Mm. Oh wow, that's deep. But that thing scares me. Oh boy. Oh, she's just asleep. Hmm. Cancelled. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah. What? Okay. He's like looking too far into it. But. Oh, golf. Mm. Oh wow. Well, he's the best. It's over. Yeah, you think he can? She can? Oh, oh, okay. How? That's like such a big hockey stick. Not hockey. Sorry, golf. Yes, she got distracted. Yeah. Oh no. Okay. She's gonna. Wow. She's probably reading Bondman or something. I don't know. Oh, jigsaw puzzles. He's just gonna do. Bruh. Wow. Wow. They did almost everything. It's dinner time. Oh my god. Rebellious face. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, he'll be like, that's why she's. Hmm. Oh. Oh my god, everyone's here. Yeah, this guy. Okay. Okay. Alright. Wait, so is it already here? Oh, 4 hours. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, they'll have to change their face because they already saw that. Damn, they even tapped that. Oh boy. But shouldn't you're also. Yeah, they put on proper disguises, unlike your. Oh, that's it. Damn. Hmm. Okay. Right, that was this episode. This is episode number 7. Okay. So what happens here is obviously Yor has the battle against that guy, takes care of him pretty easily, and yeah. So overall, for now it's going smoothly. They went like relocated to a different room. All the people who were following them like lost their track. So the main guy, the one who's like relaying orders, he was like, all right, you know what, we're going to wait. We're going to wait and keep an eye or keep an ear out for every single place. Once we kind of once we realize that they're trying to make a move, you know will get alerted. Obviously, they will have to change the ship, and it will probably be tomorrow. So they have to come out. They cannot really stay inside for because they have to leave. So we'll keep our eyes and ears open, and as soon as we see some suspicious movement, we will strike. That is the plan that he came up with, and that was the only plan that would work in this situation because yeah, Yor and everyone completely like lost their like they like went into hiding completely, and so yeah, in no way can they find them out. So there you go. And while all of this is happening, obviously Lloyd is very conflicted. He's like, what's happening? Why is Anya not having fun? Like he doesn't know that Anya's concerned about Yor and concerned about the fact that he might get to know what Yor is, what Yor's job is. So she doesn't want that to happen. That's why she's kind of, acting like that. And yeah, so overall, obviously, in the end, when Anya talks about Yor, Lloyd is like, oh, so that's why you were, kind of anxious because mom is not here. That's why. And he's like, okay, so we'll try to contact her at least tomorrow. And interestingly, like I was expecting somehow Lloyd to get involved in this. Not happening still. And by the way it is going, I feel like it might not happen. Or if it happens, if somehow he gets involved, it'll probably be the very end. He might somehow get involved in it without even realizing what he got involved in. Like I don't know, like something he might might happen because we got to see that they are going out to the fireworks thing. They'll go on top of the ship like to look at the fireworks. At the same time, the assassins are moving. Not only that, Yor is also moving along with her target. So everyone's like converging in the same point. So in the next episode, everyone probably will be on top, on the deck of the ship, like the assassins, Yor and her, client, and Lloyd and Anya as well. So everyone will be there. So if some kind of ruckus happens there, if some kind of like chaos happens there, I'm sure that Lloyd will get involved in it because he'll literally be there. So my guess is even if he doesn't get involved in it directly, he might actually help out in some other way, in some way that like he doesn't even realize what like help he came, like something like that. I'm sure it's something like that is going to happen because as soon as he goes on top of the deck and as soon as the assassins are there, he'll immediately realize something is wrong because this is Lloyd. He he found out all the listening devices immediately. He's used to this. He found out all the listening devices where it was, and he thought like, oh, it's probably from the government because they're keeping a a security for security purposes. They're doing this. So the fact that there'll be like 5 to 6 assassins on the deck, and he won't be able to realize that is not going to happen. I'm sure like he's going to realize, and he'll be like, wait a minute, these people look suspicious. What's going on there? So yeah, like let's see. But anyways, this episode also this episode kind of tackles with the whole thing about your dilemma about you saw how in one of the previous episodes she was thinking that, oh, if we were like a normal family, maybe we could have actually gone on a little vacation. And then she was also thinking like Yuri has grown up. He's like an actual, like he's like a person who's like stood up on his own. He's a respectable member of the society now. He can take care of himself. So should I make this job my last, you know, so that, in the future I can like normally be like a mother and a wife, and like be just like a person in a normal occupation. He was thinking of that, and also the fact that she will have to go back. So if she gets hurt or injured, which cannot be hidden, what will, like, they'll realize, like her family will realize that something is wrong, and she doesn't want that to happen. All these things like these becoming a dilemma, and that is why the chief was like, do not try to pay attention to anything else other than mission. You'll die otherwise. And he saw what, like, she was struggling with something. So yeah, all these things, let's see what the type of, like, like decision she comes to it by the end of it, and how this whole mission goes, and how this concludes. Let's see. All right, I'm going to switch to scene by scene mode of discussion, just like I usually do. So in the beginning, we get to see the battle. As Anya says, battle between mom and this person. And this guy was pretty good. He was like using like a chained mace, and he was like swinging it pretty, like, like very like nicely, like without any kind of wasted movement. He was a master of his weapon. And since it's like a long range weapon, you cannot go close to him and do anything, and he's continuously swinging it. So while all of this is happening, a whole crowd gathers, because obviously, like, something like this happening, like, people is going to gather. And Yor is like, oh no, if this becomes like an actual thing, like if people get frightened here, the whole operation will completely go down. Because you should remember that there's still one more day left. When they were fighting, there was still one more day left after that. So they'll have to stay completely quiet, at least for one day. After that, I guess, if something happens, I guess it happens. But for now, at least, in case the ship goes back and, like stops their movement, or because of, they have to keep everything quiet. So Yor is pretty kind of concerned about this. So Anya comes in, and Anya's like, oh wow, that lady, they're having a circus here. And everyone's like, oh really? Yeah, that's a circus, isn't it? And everyone, like, like accepts that. Yor was pretty concerned, obviously, about two things. First of all, if Anya's here, did she recognize me? That's number one. Number three things, probably. Another thing she probably thought about is, like, if Anya's here, Lloyd must be here as well. So if Lloyd sees her, even if Anya doesn't recognize her, Yor must have thought that, like, Lloyd may actually realize it's me. But Lloyd was in the dressing room, so that was also no problem. And obviously, the third thing that definitely probably crossed Yor's mind is that since Anya is here, she is in danger. This situation, there's like a whole ass, like, like an assassin here in front of him. Like obviously his target is not the people, but this lady. Still, like, he's a like a dangerous person. Who knows what comes to his mind, and he might take like a hostage or something. He might do something, or maybe like his weapon might actually, like, somehow, like, hurt someone. You were seeing how he was like throwing the thing, literally, like when Yor was dodging, there's people behind her who might have gotten involved in that. So the fact that Anya is here, obviously the third point that she was probably thinking about is that she's in danger if she stays here for long enough. But anyways, when she realizes that everyone is like, oh, it's a circus, they're doing a little play, she was relieved, at least on one front, that okay, they don't know my identity, or they're not going to get alarmed about this. But still, the fact that Anya was there probably was still bothering her, So either way, and as soon as she sees Anya, immediately, like the fact that she has a family to go back to comes to her mind. So she starts getting sluggish, and that's why she says, my feet feels heavy now, because she started hesitating. In case she gets like a very big cut or something. Like, if it's like a small little cut, you can probably just pull the wool over other people, and be like, oh, I just got hurt. But if it's like an actual wound, Like, what is she even going to say when she goes back? Like she doesn't, she won't know what excuse to come up with. So that is why she was hesitating, you know, and she was like kind of slowing down, and he, this part is kind of crazy because the guy was like, oh, this is getting more and more annoying. People are coming here. Looks like I have to dispose of them all while mowing down the, like the opponent. As soon as he says that, his hand is shaking. He's like, wait a minute, why is my hand shaking? And she realizes that it's yours bloodlust. So as soon as he was thinking about attacking the onlookers. That obviously means that Anya would get involved in it. I'm pretty sure you realized what he was thinking, and that's why she got so mad over there. And she immediately like just pounces on him, and her bloodlust was so strong she gets rattled, and he tries to throw the thing. Yo just puts it into the ground, just like like stakes it to the ground, goes behind him, and like ties him with the chain and does a little like a thing, that pressure point thing that they do, and bam, it's over. And she's like, oh, does a little bow. Everyone's like, yay, good job, like, yeah. And yeah, there you go. It's fine, everything worked out. And Anya also leaves. Yor grabs the guy and also leaves. So there you go, perfectly done. So Anya quickly goes back to see what Lloyd is doing. Lloyd is ready with his new outfit, but Lloyd's outfit is kind of crazy. It's like he in his head, fun equals the craziest of outfit. So he has like a swimming tube, a cane, like a little garland, like a sailor outfit, and a weird hat, and like some rainbow sunglasses. And Anya's like, damn, that's lame. Oh no. Okay, now while all of this is happening, that guy, the guy who's like giving out orders, he goes to that room, Yor's previous room, and kind of goes and like for clues, and he kind of smells, and he was immediately deduces that there's one lady, one person, another bodyguard who's probably a lady. Immediately like guesses all of that, and he then comes with the idea. He's like, yeah, all right, you know what, they changed their room, so we cannot really do anything about it. So obviously they cannot really sit still. Tomorrow they'll probably sit still throughout the day, but a time will come when she will have to move, when they'll have to leave this place. Then we'll strike. And he contacts that guy and tells him to keep an ear out to everything, and as soon as he realizes something weird is going on, he should inform them, and then they'll move. And yeah. So while all of this is happening, Anya is asleep. So Lloyd takes Anya back to the room. Yeah, and she goes to sleep. Okay, Yor is in the new room, and here this guy, what's his name? I forgot his name. Zeb, I think. Yeah, he's freaking out. He's like, "Damn, what are those guys? Those guys are big. Like what the hell is this?" And he's pretty much freaking out. And the lady, the girl, is like you can just leave. Why did you even come here? Like you didn't need to get involved in this. I'm genuinely curious why. And obviously it's pretty obvious that he likes her, but at the same time he also says that the fact that our boss helped us out when we needed it. I was like starving and you gave me food. I remember that day still. And yeah, so for that I'll never forget that. I still remember the taste of the bread. So he's like, that's why, no problem. If some bad guy comes, I'll beat him up. And there's like a knock on the door, and he freaks out and immediately and hides behind her. And Yor comes and opens the door, and the chief comes in, and the chief is like, you guys stay still, and then the chief is also like, Yor, like you didn't really like wait, what does he say? She didn't. Oh, he forgot the knocking signal and got close to the door in that room, right? Yeah, because she quickly went. She was like talking to them, and then the room service, that whole thing happened. So she went close to the door. And here's the thing, in the previous episode I didn't mention it. I was thinking like, wait a minute, why did Yor suddenly just go in front of the door? Because the situation is pretty like like dicey, and there's like a lot of people are trying to take this lady's life. So the fact that Yod so immediately went towards the door without even thinking, I was also thinking like, wait a minute, why did she just go to the door? Shouldn't she just like be a little bit more cautious in that situation? But I didn't really mention anything because it wasn't really a big deal. But he just brings it up in this episode. He's like, yo, you without the signal, you went in front of the door and almost got attacked. Like what was that about? And Yor is like, oh yeah, that's true. I'm sorry. I was literally thinking that in the previous episode. I didn't really think much because they didn't bring that up. But now he brings it up in this episode. That's funny. Right. Anyways, so he's like, I'm going to keep patrolling this place, and everything. And Zeb is like, damn, you guys are crazy, like you guys are not afraid of anything. And he says that, like even in peaceful time, as long as humans will be there, peace can never be achieved. Like be it peacetime, be it wartime, there will always be conflict. So yeah, we just have to be ready. We soldiers are protecting this place. And yeah, so and then he also tells Yor that focus on the mission, otherwise you'll die. Because he saw the hesitation in Yor's eyes and everything, probably realized it. And yeah, he leaves. So yeah, Yor is like, all right, guys, go to sleep. I'll turn off the light. I'll keep an eye on you guys out. And Zeb was like, oh, how can you sleep in this situation? Fast forward few minutes, he's snoring. He's asleep and snoring. Obviously, the girl is still awake, and the kid is sleeping, and Zeb is also sleeping. So yeah, now that she has a little bit of time to herself, she's thinking of everything, like what happened, and she's thinking that, what I realize now, I probably hesitated because I, like if I get a wound or something, what am I going to tell them, and like my secret will come out, and I didn't want that. And she's thinking, she's like, well, like I should put my priorities straight now, but like still I don't know what to feel about this. And she was kind of thinking about all of this. While all of this is happening, Frankie is out with Bond. And Frankie's like, what the hell is this? I don't want to be a babysitter or a dog sitter. And he's like kind of like saying all of these things, and then a lady comes in and she's like, oh, what a cute dog. Is that your dog? Where do you like, do you live nearby? And he's like, yes. Like, and she's like, oh, see you later. Goes away. And he's like, Bond, you want to become my dog? That was funny. But you know what? Again, like hopefully this is not the repeat of the previous time, where the person he was trying to, like trying to impress is literally married. Like, come on, man. So yeah, but anyways, that's that. And now we get to see Lloyd kind of thinking about the whole situation. And Lloyd is like, I'm like, I'm a spy, I do this, I do that, I've gone through so many crazy situations, but like I don't understand that girl. What goes through her head? And one time she's happy, one time she's like angry at me, like what's happening? And he's like, I was too naive, like there's so many unknowns in the world, I shouldn't overestimate myself with the amount of information and he talks about how people fear the unknown, and like how people sometimes, this part was kind of deep. He kind of says like a few things which is kind of interesting. So like what he says here is like the unknown is unknown that invites fear. Some people discard it as things that they cannot understand, obviously, or even pretend they didn't see it. And some people pretend to know by simply labeling others just to have a peace of mind. True. Yeah, that's so true. And some people are like, when they come across something they don't know, they're like try to pretend it doesn't exist, or they don't fuss that much about it, they're afraid of it. But there's also people who comes across something unknown, but they try to act smart, and they're like act as if they know about it and label something, and that's literally society. Goddamn, that was deep, kind of. But anyways, he's like, oh, I'm an informant, and like information is everything to me, this and that. uh, and he's like, yeah, the second day of cruise, let's see what happens. I'll go up across the situation while Anya's just sleeping. Right. So the chief tells those other two guys to, like not do anything today, because like they had a little bit of a quarrel and everything, and so they can act freely, like stuff like that. Because obviously he doesn't want to involve those two. They're citizens, they're normal people. He doesn't want to involve them in this mess. While over there, Anya's ready for a new adventure. She's off singing her song out, trying to think of ways how she can help your. But Lloyd is here, so he's like, oh, I need to make Lloyd like immersed in something else. So, like the first thing he's like is, okay, let's do some golf. This is Lloyd. He immediately puts like holes in one after the other. So Anya tries to do it. Anya gets cannot get a hole in one, and she's pretty angry about it. And she gets distracted by that. In the end, she's like, God damn it! Like I fell in my own trick. I fell on my own trap. And she's like, okay, don't worry. I have another plan. Library. Dad loves information, so he'll probably get involved in it and yeah, distracted by it. But Lloyd has read everything, all the single books in that library, so it was Anya who got interested in reading a manga. So again, failure. So then jigsaw puzzle. That as well, Lloyd is like, I can just probably complete this in 2 minutes or something. So Anya's like, nope, and this won't work as well. Then roller skating, like a magic show, so many things they do. Everything, Anya ultimately gets distracted by it. And in the end, while having dinner, she's like, God damn it, I fell for my own tricks. I wasn't able to help mother at all. While Lloyd is like, why is she scowling at me? Like, why is she so mad? She was having a lot of fun today. What's happening? Anyway, now Anya obviously can read minds, so she realizes that Lloyd is pretty concerned about the situation. So Anya's also like, alright, you know what? I feel like I'm going a bit too far. And she it's like, oh, Dad, I had a lot of fun today. And she's like, but you know what? I feel like if Mom was there, it would have been more fun. And Lloyd thinks that, okay, so that is why she was kind of scowling the whole day. Probably she was lonely. She's just a kid, And Lloyd is like, all right, fine. I'm going to talk to the, like those guys, and they'll tell your. And maybe during the wait, what does she say? Oh, he says we might not be able to find your today in we're going to have a firework festival, so we might not be able to find your over there because there's be a lot of people there, but she might be there, in case there's a high possibility we might meet her over there. But still, I'll tell everyone, the room service to, not room service, but I forgot the term that he used, concierge, I think. And he said that I'll tell them to try to contact your. So yeah, and now it's time. 4 hours are left. The ship that they're supposed to switch to is going to come, and yeah, it's time. They contact your through the encrypted way, through the phone, and Yor is like, guys, get ready. Put on the wigs, put on your sunglasses, put on your disguise. Let's go. We have to go now. While over there, those guys also realized, because they saw that an encrypted message, they weren't able to decrypt it. Obviously, they don't know what they were talking about, but they know at least that it's an encrypted signal that came. By that, they're like, oh, they're going to make a movement now. I feel like it would have been smarter if they put out a fake encrypted, a thing. Now that they're going to go, if they put out a fake encrypted message just to throw them off, that would have been smarter. Maybe 4 to 5 hours ago, they could have sent an encrypted code, which would be a dummy code, and they'd probably hear that and they'll be like, oh, they're going to make a movement now, but it's a dummy code. They don't know what it is because it's encrypted. So that might have been able to trick them, but I don't think they did anything like that. That would have been, I feel like, smarter. They could have like used like a few dummy code now and then and tried to trick them. But whatever. Um, yeah. So all the assassins are getting ready. I don't know why, but like Zeb and the lady, their disguise are pretty convincing. Yor just puts on a sunglass, and I'm like, wait, what the? Like, come on, at least put a different wig or something. Like she just all that she did is like put on a sunglass and change her dress. That's it. Oh my god, come on. Like what is this? Team Rocket disguise? Like remember Pokemon where Team Rocket used to put on a disguise every time? One time it's a mustache, one time it's a sunglass. Like that's like one thing that's so funny about cartoon and anime. Like a lot of animes do this. Is like their disguises are hilarious. They just literally put on a mustache and they think that no one can recognize them. But yeah, the other two disguises were pretty convincing. Another thing, the kid. I guess what can you even do in that situation? Like you cannot put a disguise on a kid. He's how much? Like 1 or 2 years old. I feel like yeah. And obviously, like I said, the other two are pretty convincing. They are like actually changed their full face and the disguise. Yours disguise is just a sunglass, and I'm like, come on. Like at least put on a like like at least a wig or something. But anyways, and that's where it ended. Everything will go down in the next episode. Like I said, every single person is going to meet on top of the deck while there will be a fireworks festival, I'm guessing. And since Lloyd will be there, I'm pretty sure Lloyd will realize that something weird is going on, because this is Lloyd. Like he realizes, or he's pretty vigilant about these type of things. So he was able to find all the listening devices. I'm sure he's going to figure out that these people are weird. These people who like the assassins. He'll probably realize. And you know what? Let's see what happens. So that was it. That was my reaction to episode number 7 of Spy Family Season 2. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Spy Family. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.